Late at night or broad daylight, she's bringing the truth into the fight, shining a light where the shadows creep, for the lost, the stolen, the ones who will weep. She won't turn away, she won't back down, even when the loony clowns come round. Threats don't shake her, lies don't win. She stands for justice, right till the end. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Some chase views, but she fights for those with nothing to lose. For the kids who vanish without a trace, she won't stop till she cracks the case. The truth don't break, and she's still there, calling out monsters, showing their game. Justice comes when you speak their name. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kid true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Stand strong, she makes the choice. For victims gone, for those in need, she's fighting hard, she won't concede. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids true crime, worth your time.
Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Cuba, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit YouTuber. Hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a study with a llama on her head. Uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission, caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bans a troll while dancing to chair, then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber, even her outro has a blooper. To play Fortnite, hosted a seance on Tuesday night. Got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games. Kit and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, lights, camera, chaotic humor. She'll roast your comments and send a prayer while flossing in boots with a
Hello, my pretties. How you doing? Did you guys get a notification? Well, I just sent you one, and I was going to send Patty one, but then she pulled up. You pulled up, lady. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Anyways, thank you for being here. Hit the like or the dislike, whatever it may be. Okay? Okay, today's an important day. Okay? If you truly care about families, right, and you're in true crime, you're going to care about this case. Okay? This happened in July, I think July 27th, 2022. Little sweet Michael went missing. Okay. You didn't? I didn't think so because I didn't get one. Well, anyways, today is this week. Oh, wait till you see this monster. So we're kind of like going to do a revisit, and we're going to hear from the horse's mouth himself, right? And then I'm going to have to. Do not harass anybody I talk about. Okay, there's going to be somebody I talk about because I can give my opinion. Okay, I guess if you're giving your opinion, it's a threat nowadays. I guess, I guess, but I just have to bring it up because it's gross. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome. I know. Okay, let's look at this replay. No. First, I'm going to get this over with. Okay, we're going to go to True Crime with Eve. Please, people, do not come and harass this girl. Okay, do not. She is the one that is for this monster right here, Stacy Wondra, and I'm not 100%, but I think she's going to show her face up at which she can do the the prelim. Today is the status conference, and then the rest of the week is the prelim, which is going to be really, really tough on this family. This family's been waiting, okay? Their little boy has not been found. But she has done some really bad things to this family. She got in good with Brandy and recorded her phone calls and then showed it all to the internet. And everybody from that time on had been accusing Michael's mom and dad of doing something with him because of her. Because of her. And I'm sure there's more. Hi, you didn't get a notification, did you? I'm not saying you have to like her or whatever. I don't like her behavior. She is no advocate. If an advocate's going to stick up for support a baby unaliver, don't trust. Just saying. And then you got people all worried about her, not concerned about, the family. And then you got her here. You got Anne here saying, "Stay strong, Eve. I'll be praying every single day that God surrounds you for protection, strength, and peace. Please stay alert and keep your head on a swivel. I don't feel Fruitland police cannot be trusted. God bless you for caring about the truth and seeking for real justice. It takes courage to follow the evidence wherever it leads instead of trying to force it to fit a narrative. The integrity matters more than anything." Edit. And now the Neal family is officially threatening you. The family is dynamic and hiding a lot of dark secrets. Wow. Did you really say that, Anne? You really said that. I can't believe that. No, she just asked her to take 234 videos down of her son. Okay? Let's go to your channel. I'm just kind of curious. I'm just curious. Oh my God, my notifications. From my understanding, they're going to be, it's going to be televised. Please forgive my, whatever that word is. It's my first dictatorship? Dictatorship? Who are you?
I'm outside. I'm outside.
Okay, whatever. So, anyways, I got that out of the way. You didn't either, huh? That's what I figured. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Oh, God. I should have somebody come up here and read. This is 8 pages. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I got the probable cause affidavit. But as you can hear my voice. Oh, gosh. I'm going to read over some of it. While you're watching that trial, it don't interest me. All right. I'm just going to skim through this, right? Because it's like 8 pages. I want to get to who Stacy is. Okay? So he's being charged with, Stacy is a guy. He's being charged with, and I'm sure there's more. I could be wrong. First degree murder, kidnapping, second degree of destruction or concealment of evidence. So they're all felonies. And then they talk about when Michael went missing on July 27th, 2021. Okay, I said 2022. My bad. And he was 5 years old at the time. And approximately 1815 to 1830, Michael's home and nearby residence in South Arizona and Fruitland, Idaho. He knocked on some neighbors' doors, asking to play with neighbors or in their yards, and the neighbors told him to return home. At approximately 1845 to 1850, Tyler, which is Michael's father, noticed he was missing from his home. He began searching. He called 911 at approximately 1921. Cops showed up. They done interviews, searches, collaborating evidence with Michael's family and household members have been determined to not have knowledge of Michael's current location, nor are they involved in Michael's disappearance. All Michael's neighbors on Southwest 9th Street in Arizona have also been thoroughly investigated, searched, and interviewed, and have been determined by law enforcement to not have knowledge or involvement in Michael's disappearance. The surrounding area was searched extensively, and Michael has never been found. Live K9, okay, searched the surrounding neighborhoods on 8/2, on 8/3, 2021, using a pair of Michael's shoes for Michael's scent. Out of approximately 300 homes, the K9 reported the dogs only showed interest in one house, located in Fruitland. This is the home of Stacy and Sarah Wondra. The K9 handler also reported the K9 Banshee showed interest in the area of the corner of the Murdoch and Red Wing Street. The K9 showed interest in the intersection and then headed straight to the fence and the front door of the Wondras. The K9 tracked scent down to a tree at the edge of the bluff on Southwest 8th and Three Rivers Way. The canine was determined to track the scent into the thorny bushes underneath the tree. Despite the horns, the child's stroller, a discarded child's stroller, was located deep in the thorny bushes. Um, 8-5, a pink Big Flyer tricycle was located behind the bluff sign at the Three Rivers Way. During search of the same area the day prior, the tricycle was not there. Jim, who lives in the Three Rivers subdivision, later reported that he found a tricycle over the bluff, under a tree next to a child's stroller. Jim said he took it home to use as one of the wheels for another project, but discarded it. Not removing the wheel as planned. Jim said he left it behind the bluffs for another neighborhood kid to use. Then Kim would report later to law enforcement that she'd seen a tricycle at the Wonders garage during a yard sale in the spring of 2021. Kim was able to describe the layout of the Wonders garage and where she saw the tricycle and the stack of boxes, and described the stack of boxes was still there during the later search warrant of the Wonders residence and garage. And Dorothy was present. She reported on July 29th that she saw Michael riding a big wheel tricycle at the corner of Redwood Street and Meadowlark Avenue on the 27th of July. She was either entering or leaving the neighborhood. Dorothy is seen on surveillance video coming into the neighborhood at 8:25 and left the neighborhood at 19:25. Other than Dorothy's report, there are no reports of Michael being seen anywhere on 9th Street and his next-door neighbor's house on Arizona on the date of his disappearance. Video surveillance that was gathered from security cameras in the neighborhood Michael disappeared from, as well as neighborhood areas Michael's never seen on any of the surveillance footage. God, isn't that just creepy, you guys? Creepy. Stacy Wondra is captured on surveillance footage driving a white Lexus and pulling up into the parking area of the splash pad of the neighborhood of A Street at 15:23 hours on July 27th. Stacy is seen exiting the driver's door, walking around the passenger side of the car, and appears to be testing exterior door handle to see if it's locked. Stacy then walked back around the driver's side of the vehicle when he got into the driver's vehicle and exited into the area of A Street at 15:24, 1 minute after arriving. Video surveillance shows an adult male walking in the area of Three Rivers at 18:08 on that day, and the same man is captured walking in the area of the splash pad. The last image of the male is captured at 18:28 as they walk through the wooded area towards the west bank, towards the area where the Wanderers lived. Brandon was identified in the 2022 as being the person. Okay, there's 4 people involved in this. Okay, allegedly. There's Brandon. What's that guy's name? Adrian? I think his name is Adrian. Stacy and Sarah Wondra, which they're husband and wife, and I think they're divorced. No, I don't know. She's in prison. And the other 2, I don't know where they are. Okay, where am I? The video captured Brandon walking prior to Michael being reported missing. Brandon reported he was living in the Wanderers' house on that date. On August 1st, Fruitland PD contacted the residents. In Fruitland, on the initial search, they located Adrian hiding in the closet. Residents of that home date and on July 24th were identified as married couple Stacy and Sarah, and the sublets were Brandon and Adrian, or Adrian, is that what you call them? All four were interviewed on August 1st, 2021. Adrian was vague in his statements and would not commit a solid statement. He also refused to provide his social security number for identification. He provided Stacy's phone number for his own and concealed his real phone. On August 21st, Sarah reported that on the 27th, she and Stacy slept until noon. Sarah said that she left her residence around 1700 hours to tow a vehicle to Kuna. Sarah and Stacy denied they were home around 1830 hours on July 27th. Cell phone tower data and surveillance footage show Stacy, Sarah, Aiden, what do you call him? Adrian, and Brandon were all in the neighborhood at the time of Michael's disappearance. Sarah, Adrian, Brandon returned to Fruitland, verified by surveillance, and Sarah's blue Toyota Corolla at 1708, only to leave again at 1712. The Toyota then came back into the neighborhood again at 1756. Surveillance footage shows Sarah leaving the maroon GMC pickup on July 27th as she drove out of the neighborhood at 1908. Stacy has been identified as the front passenger, and Brandon was in the driver's side rear passenger. Sarah, Stacy, Brandon's phone activity showed they were co-located as they left the neighborhood at 1908. Adrian's phone did not provide any location data during July 27th. However, Adrian took a selfie in the guest bathroom in the Wondra's residence at 1926. Okay, the Wondra's GMC pickup. Hi, rapper. Is captured on surveillance footage returning to Fruitland neighborhood about 23:22 on the 27th, pulling or towing a Mercedes-Benz. Following Michael's disappearance, Sarah had a distant change in behavior. Following Michael's disappearance, she began to stand along the highway near Love Gas Station in Ontario, Oregon, with a sign saying, "Repent of your sins," and the ends of time were near. Sarah's social media posts on TikTok and Facebook also changed drastically by religion and asking for forgiveness of her sins. Prior to Michael's abduction, Sarah had posted only approximately 11 videos on TikTok over 3 years. Following Michael's abduction, Sarah posted 329 videos from September 15th till December 24th. Holy crap! I remember looking at all those. She made a testimony statements regarding her involvement in criminal behavior and stated that she had been broken all 10 of the 10 commandments. It should be noted that thou shalt not kill is one of the 10 commandments. Also, she alleges in her videos that it did not matter what sin she had committed because God had forgiven her for all of them. Michael's missing person flyer can be seen on the refrigerator and back of some of her videos. She was interviewed again by law enforcement on November 15th. Stacy was interviewed. After being confronted with the photo of her leaving the neighborhood on July 27th, Sarah changed her story and said she was driving the truck to get Brandon's Mercedes and to tow it back. Sarah said the trip to Kuna to get the car had not been previously planned, and it was Stacy who wanted to go get the car at the time. Sarah said she stopped at A Street in South Arizona on her way out of the neighborhood to input the address into GPS. Holy crap. Okay, guys. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Hold on. Okay, I'm taking a break from that. We are going to get into some videos here of his case. I'm going to show you guys what I pulled up. I want you guys to understand the four players because sounds like quite a few of my peoples don't know this case. Okay, this is Stacy. He's the one that all this week is his prelim. Okay, these are the four. Okay, he's on body cam footage here. Okay, this here is done him in, and then here's Brandon, another guy. Let's see. We'll watch this.
It's the question many are asking: how are these four people connected to the disappearance of Michael Monkey Vaughan? And why right now is Stacy Wondra the only one person charged in his death? I'm our neighborhood reporter Leslie Solis breaking down new details. 5-year-old Michael Monkey Vaughan went missing from his Fruitland neighborhood on July 27, 2021.
This is a criminal investigation. So with that, you need to know that the majority of our investigative efforts just cannot be made public at this time.
Now, more than 4 years later, in newly unsealed court documents, Fruitland police named 4 people they believed are involved in Michael's murder, even though his body has never been found. Those 4 names are ones we've heard before.
This is Sarah Wondra, 35 years old. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wondra, 30 years old. This is Brandon Shirtliff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Adrian Lucien, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio.
Police first publicly named them as suspects in December 2022. Now, Stacy Wondra is charged with Michael's murder, despite police implicating all 4 in court documents. We reached out to the prosecutor's office to ask why the others haven't been charged, but they wouldn't say. As for what these 4 people have in common, they were all staying at the Wondras' home when Michael disappeared in 2021. That's just half a mile from Michael's home where he was last seen. Idaho News 6 learned Brandon Shirtliff is currently in the Kane County Jail. A county spokesperson says he's serving 30 days for failing to follow terms of his previous release on an unrelated charge. He's expected to be released in early December. In the PCA, police pointed to video evidence they say showing Shirtliff walking around the neighborhood. They say Shirtliff helped move Michael's body in a duffel bag temporarily to his mom's home in Kuna before standing guard as they buried him in the Wondras' Fruitland backyard. Stacy Wondra told police the 4 hoped to sell Michael for $10,000 each. He says the idea came from Adrian Lucien. Idaho News 6 is now learning Lucien was arrested and released in Indiana in October for a traffic-related misdemeanor. We've called to clarify, and they told us they don't know where he is. Sarah Wondra is currently serving time in the Idaho State Prison System for unrelated charges. She's eligible for parole in early 2026. You can read the full probable cause affidavit on our website, idahonews6.com. I'm our neighborhood reporter, Leslie Solis, Idaho News 6.
All right, you guys. Hold on a minute. Thank you. I appreciate you. So sad I used to call my son Little Monkey Man. All right. Let's see. I want to play because this is recent. I will never forget the day that the backhoe was digging up their yard. The Wonders' yard. And another reason is because Bullhorn Betty knew about it, aired it before Michael's family even knew. It was pretty sad.
For Idaho News 6, I'm senior reporter Don Nelson outside the Payette County Courthouse and Jail, where Stacy Wondra sits in a jail cell. He is back in Idaho, accused of killing young Michael Vaughan.
You're pure evil. You have no heart. You have no soul.
Brandy Neal, the mother of missing Fruitland boy Michael Vaughan, was in the courtroom Monday to face Stacy Wondra. Wondra is accused of murdering her then 5-year-old son in 2021. I asked Neal why she went to the courthouse on Monday.
So hopefully he could see my face. And I need to be at every one of the arraignments and the hearings. I need to know where my son is and what they did to him in the entirety.
Stacy Wondra is also charged with second-degree kidnapping and destruction of evidence. His charges were filed just 2 weeks ago while he was still in an Arizona prison on unrelated charges.
Stacy Wondra has been transported up from Arizona to Fayette County. He just arrived here this morning.
In 2022, Stacy Wondra and wife Sarah Wondra were named as suspects in the case. Stacy was already in custody, and Sarah was charged with failure to report a death. Police excavated the yard of their Fruitland home, but found no evidence, and Sarah's charges were dropped in 2023.
Would you think you'll ever get the answer as to why?
No, because there is no answer to why. Why would somebody hurt an innocent little boy? What answer could you give? What answer could you possibly give? How scared was he? Did he ask for me? Did he ask for Tyler? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know that, but I think I deserve that.
Neil feels Monkey's presence with her every day and says Michael's younger sister talks to him all the time. Neil says her daughter learned at a very young age about the bad guys.
I think her last comment on the bad guys is the police can catch them and then she can kick them in the face. And I was like, okay.
Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff told me he's limited in what he can say other than he is pleased to see this case progressing through the court system. Stacy Wondra is being held in Fayette County without bond. He is expected back in court for a status hearing on December 15th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 16th. Idaho News 6 will be there. Reporting from outside the Fayette County Courthouse and jail, I'm senior reporter Don Nelson.
Okay, what is going on with my internet? Here, I gotta sum up to these guys. Sorry. What's going on? Hold on a minute. We might have to take a brief break here. That's okay for my voice, so I can continue reading. I know, you guys are awful. You won't believe what they did to him. Yeah. Pima County Sheriff back at Nancy's house. No way. Is somebody there right now? I mean, let me go find JLR. Savannah Guthrie and her family just visited Nancy's house. Oh, okay. Oh, so nothing's going on. Well, that's too bad they couldn't be there. They weren't there yesterday. Oh, God, I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to get people not liking me because of my opinion on certain things. All right, nothing's going on. Okay. Thank you, Rapper. You always come in with the breaking news. Okay, there's nothing going on here. There could be later, though. Okay, my beauties. Let's get back to this probable cause. Okay, we only got 4 more pages. 4 more. The tweet was from Brian. Oh, okay. Maybe the family asked for an escort. Well, yeah. I couldn't. Oh my God, could you imagine going to the house? However, I don't know. I don't want to be where they're at. But let me tell you, I would be the one that would not stop. I would be the one. I would think. All right, let's get back to this document here. Okay, here we go. Sarah said she drove down North Snowball in Kuna, which is Brandon's mother's home. Now, in my opinion, I got an opinion on his mother, by the way. It is worth noting Brandon was in the truck with them when they entered the GPS coordinates to go to Brandon's mother's house, and that Sarah and Brandon's cell phone data showed them at the residence earlier that day. Sarah said Brandon's mother, Tina, was out of town. Sarah said Tina did not allow Brandon to have people in her home when she was not there. So Sarah and Stacy parked down the road. Brandon used a back gate on the south side to enter Tina's home so that the doorbell camera did not capture him there. See, look at how sneaky they are. Sarah reported that while towing the car back, the tow strap broke. Sarah and then Stacy sold their phones, lost or sold their vehicles, and got rid of their furniture shortly after Michael went missing. Sarah was asked about changing her phone following Michael's abduction. Sarah provided two reasons. Sarah said they sold their phones because she and Stacy were splitting up. And Sarah said they sold their phones because a demon told her to. See, these people are Sarah was still paying on the phones that she sold. See, that don't make no sense. That don't make any sense, people. Okay. Sarah was asked about her Facebook post and provided the following response. I had like a demon tell me that I need to leave my husband. I literally deleted all of my pictures. I have no idea what my passwords are. We had a fight, my husband and I. We sell our phones and we don't get new ones. I can't access any of my stuff. I do Facebook, just don't have access to it right now. When asked about the vehicles Sarah and Stacy have, Sarah said the GMC pickup was repossessed. Sarah said she told Stacy when they heard that the repo guys were coming to take the truck, we were going to be the nicest repo they ever had today. Law enforcement was told that the truck appeared to have been thoroughly cleaned prior to the repo. Following the interview on November 15th, Brandon reported that Sarah and Stacy contacted him and told him that they were re-interviewed about Michael's abduction. Brandon said Stacy suggested Brandon come on over to their place to create an alibi, or to write a letter on behalf of Stacy and Sarah saying that they were not involved in the abduction. Tina, Brandon's mother, was interviewed by law enforcement. Tina reported that Brandon's behavior changed after he lived at the Wondras. Tina explained that Brandon became more depressed and withdrawn, spending more time playing video games and smoking. Tina would not tell law enforcement where Brandon was or what his phone number was. So his mother is protecting him. Kay, Sarah's mother, was interviewed and shown a picture of the tricycle above. Kay claimed she found the tricycle in some bushes prior to Michael's abduction. The bushes that Kay described are near where Miss Smith found the tricycle just after Michael's abduction. Kay said that there would be no reason for her DNA to be on that tricycle. Kay said after all the effort she went to at the intersection of three ways and A Street, Kay was 73 years old in July of 2021, and the bushes were very difficult to get to. Kay also confirmed to law enforcement that Sarah and Stacy's dog, had dug holes in the backyard of the Ringwood residence. Kay reported that the dog dug up, and later she determined that to be an ear of a green stuffed animal. Kay said she had thrown away a stuffed animal ear. Kay is alleged to have withheld information and evidence to a criminal investigation involving Sarah in 2022. Kay initially concealed a firearm and aggravated assault, in which Sarah was later convicted, which she's in prison right now, by the way, Idaho. When law enforcement met with Sarah October 12, 2022, Sarah said God told her he was going to help her find the boy. During the interview, at the first mention of Michael, Sarah became emotional and broke down crying in front of detective. She wrote a testimony and said that if law enforcement read it, they would locate Michael. Sarah suggested God had forgiven Hitler so that the sins that God had deemed Sarah for her sins. Christie told detectives prior to Sarah's arrest, April 2022, she made a statement about Stacy being involved in abduction of a 5-year-old boy. Christie said she made personal notes of the conversation. Why didn't they say anything? What is wrong with these people? In June of 2022, there's a recorded jail call between Sarah and Christie, where Sarah advised Stacy had been arrested. Christie asked if it had been charged for the kidnapping of the 5-year-old boy. Sarah recanted her prior statements, claiming that Christie misunderstood her prior comments. Also mentioned how Sarah's dog was digging large holes in the backyard. November 15th, 2022, Stacy contacted Fruitland PD and requested an interview at the Washington County Jail. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. You want to know why? Do you guys want to watch it? Instead, I got it. We're going to watch it. Oh, Jesus, my notifications. I'm sorry. I hope you guys don't hear them. All right. Oh, my. So here is Stacy Wondra at the Washington County Jail. And let's listen to his words. This body cam footage here. Where'd it go? Could you imagine these people coming at you? Ooh, sorry. All right, hold on.
Okay. You have the right to interrupt the conversation and use these rights at any time. Okay. Do you understand these rights? I told you. Yes.
Look at that.
Okay. Hey, Detective Prelim PD, you know him. Been talking to you a bit. They want to FaceTime you so you can give them a little more information on where this body's actually buried at, because I guess they're not finding him yet. Okay. Are you good with that? I mean, good as I'm gonna be. Okay.
What do you think? And I'm gonna give you a number so you can dial in.
Did you get in all right? From the phone number? Video.
They are nasty people. Nasty. You should see their home videos. Ew.
Takes like 6 times forward. No, it doesn't. The machine's not very good. No, they suck. You have to load it like 5 or 6 times. Let me turn that.
Okay, at this present time, this is what's going on. We are listening and watching on the internet, right? So he's calling right now. He's calling to talk to law enforcement to let them know where allegedly Michael was buried in his yard. Then you've got people like True Crime with Eve protecting this guy, taking this guy's aside. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. She says his rights have been violated. What about Michael's? Huh?
What time is it? I think it's about 2 o'clock.
It's not 1:42.
So you're a deputy out in the field?
Yep.
I thought you worked in here.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know you were a deputy out in the field already. I thought you said you were just a jailer. He's going with me today. Oh, yeah. I don't make it back.
What is going on here? This ain't cool.
Too much. You can't add phone numbers.
You can't?
No. These are all numbers that I had previously done. You gotta add contacts. And you can only add email.
Okay.
We'll get an email.
Take on my dad, and we'll get this set up.
He's gonna have to download the Visit Now app.
Okay.
It's called Getting Out Visits.
Hey, you're gonna have to download an app so you can talk to him.
You can't just.
I mean, we can make this FaceTime happen over Ben's work phone, but the only thing is we just be recorded on the bottom. What's the app called?
It's called Getting Out Visits. He's gonna have to go create an account and set up everything. It's not just an instant. Like, it's a long process. You might as well be better off just video shot on facing the body cam, because it's gonna take him probably close to an hour to set up.
You have your work phone. Okay, let me go grab Ben's work phone and we'll do it there. Alright, let me go grab Ben's work phone. I'll be right there. No, it's the key with the light on it. The white one, there you go.
Jail's getting pretty full, man. This one? Yeah. Are you the chief deputy? No, that's not me, man. I don't want that. Nope, I just do. I serve civil papers, and then I cover patrol calls. So you don't have like the permissions to like do. No, it's not me, man. Oh, okay. No. We can probably get you in contact with the right person, but they refuse to call, and I've literally been stuck at watch since Thursday night, and they told me that I was gonna have I was gonna be able to get off on Friday, but they didn't realize that it was Veterans Day. Yeah. Well, you gotta. Can I utilize the restroom for all this? Like, I really messed up earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think I have this person. Yeah. It's working.
You don't have a work number?
No, is that the, so that's the number?
Yeah. I'll call him, sure. Yeah, you just use a measure. Do you want us to FaceTime you off your personal cell, or do you have a work phone you want to live off of? Okay. All right, we'll send it on now. All right, bye.
I guess that was that was a phone call that they heard last night and told his mom that he lied to these guys.
All right, let's speed this up here when he comes. Here we go.
But yeah. What's your
Okay, what we're going to be hearing here is Stacy talking to law enforcement as they're digging in his yard.
you FaceTime it for me? That's fine. Okay. What's the other number?
Ask him if it's ringing on his end.
Yeah.
And then I'll FaceTime. Oh, no.
Hello?
Hey, we're trying to make it go through.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
It
Says it can't receive video calls right now.
Are you on, are you, is the number that just got dialed, is that an iPhone?
No.
How
are you?
I'm here.
Feeling okay today?
I'm tired, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that you will help me a little bit more. I'm over here, I'm in your home.
Okay.
So I need a little bit more direction about where Michael is at.
Go out the back door, or
Okay?
I can't. Can you turn the camera around so I can show you?
We're flipping around right now, stand by. Right here.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm going out the kitchen door.
That's some equipment.
That is some equipment. Okay, where do I need to go?
Okay, you face to the right. Like right where the dirt piles are.
Right where the dirt piles are. About how far off of the fence? Go ahead. Okay, walk over there and you point us to where it needs to be.
Okay. Now keep going out a little further.
Keep going out a little further. You're gonna have to climb that mound.
It's like right under that mound area.
It's right under the mound. About where at compared to the trees?
A little like right to the right of the trees area.
To the right of the trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit. Where the
Okay, where at now?
now he's off the dirt mound. It's like underneath the dirt mound area.
And about where he's standing?
Yeah, a little bit less, like closer to the house.
I mean, guys, listen to how he's just talking about it like it's another day. And I don't understand how somebody could support this guy, knowing this, knowing what's coming out of his mouth. I don't understand. Where's Michael?
Yeah.
And what is he wrapped in?
He should be. I mean, it should be a garbage bag.
Oh my
What
God.
color is the garbage bag?
It would either be white or black. We only had 2 colors.
I want you to direct him from the fence where that orange thing in his hand is. Where do we need to stop it?
Right about there.
Right about there. Okay. All right. We will try there.
Okay.
Do you have any other suggestions for us, Stacy?
I mean, like I said, that's where he was buried.
Okay.
That's the last place I'd known. Again, haven't been home for quite a while, and a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So the only other place I would say, if he's not in that backyard, is go to Cuna to Brandon's house and check in the backyard by the tree area.
Okay, well, we're gonna finish here first, and then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Okay.
So, does he need to go right or left? Or anywhere else?
That general area, that bucket's enough to dig, but you're gonna want to like start digging underneath the dirt piles.
Okay, how far down is Michael?
I don't know how far she actually dug, to be honest with you.
About, give me an estimate.
I mean, maybe 4 or 5 feet.
4 or 5 feet? You know, 4 or 5 feet, that's probably taller than me.
Like I said, you asked for an estimate. I'm giving you what I mean. It's probably shorter than that. I don't have an exact idea.
Okay, when she dug the hole, was she standing in the hole?
She's standing outside of it.
Okay, and was she using a regular shovel?
I think it was a bullnose, or what do you call them, pointed ones.
Okay, and did the shovel, was she able to stand on the outside of the ground and the shovel able to reach the bottom of the hole?
Yes.
Okay, about how far down was the shovel in the hole?
I don't know. Let's say like 3 feet down, 2 feet down. I
I don't have a, like I said, I don't have an exact, you know, measurement like to give you. I mean, I didn't pay attention that far.
That's okay. Okay, we will try where you suggested, and I will call you back. Okay, Stacy?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, man. Yeah.
I don't have to wait here.
Jesus, you guys. how he just talks like it's another day. And now he's saying he's innocent. Okay.
If they call us back, we'll come back. Can you try to advocate and see if you can get a hold of, was one of the LT or the fucking, or not LT because he's hunting, but the sergeant, and see if you know, but taking me away from the only thing that, one of the only thing that helps me with is being able to talk to my mom. And, you know,
talk to my mommy.
Talk to my mom. That's no.
Did Michael want to talk to his mom? Don't you think Michael wanted to be with his mom? But here you are, crying about wanting to talk to your mommy.
Only thing I really want. I didn't even barely get a chance to talk to her much last night because everything was so. I mean,
Okay, well, I'll talk to who I can and see if you're allowed to make calls, and we'll go from there. I don't, like I said, man, I'm on the patrol side of it, so I don't really know what happens back here too much. So, but I'll give you my word that I'll go talk to him right now and see. So basically, all you want to do is talk to your mom,
I
right?
just want to call my mom. I have minutes on her side. Okay. So in calling her, I don't have to worry about them resetting a phone number for minutes or anything. Okay. I mean, it's just, she has a proof that it comes to the phone number.
Okay. Well, we'll put you back over there, and I'll talk to these guys and see what we can do for you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for helping us out, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Does this come out of 600? Yeah.
When I get a chance, man, I am like knee deep in paperwork.
I don't know, we have any second thing.
Oh, okay, this is just another view.
Hello?
Hey.
All right.
All right. Hey, Stacy.
Okay, no, it's not. Guess who he's talking to? I want you guys to let me know if you recognize this dude's voice that he's talking to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me go get them, okay? I'm just out in front of your house here. Let me show you.
Where's Sarah at?
She's in custody.
You guys arrested her?
I guess they did, yeah.
Where'd they take her? Hey,
I guess. Hang on, I'm trying to turn my camera around. There it is. Let me get out of my truck. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh. Welcome home.
Yeah, fucking great.
Look at, I know, we got everybody and their mothers here, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, when we talked the other night, I shared with you, put in motion a lot of stuff, right, Will?
Mm-hmm.
And say hi to the crew.
Stacy.
How are you feeling?
Irritated.
Yeah, help us understand where you're at.
No, I'm just like.
Okay, I'll just tell you who it is. It's Chris McDonough talking to him.
I'm just tired of being cooped up. I'm tired of being stuck in a little fucking cell and not getting any time out.
Yeah, we get it. Trust me. And so I'm gonna turn the camera around, and all three of us are here. And let's go to your house first of all, okay? Just for a second. Get an idea. So Carson was out last night. We got here last night.
Okay.
And,
How'd that go?
good. You know, I mean, he, you know,
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
he mentioned that, you know, he doesn't know really what's going on from his position, right?
Yeah.
Which is okay. So we're back home here. We can see what everybody's been up to. Is this your room here?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see anything in particular while we're here?
What beds are in the house?
This one right here, this looks like some master. Looks like it's a comfortable bed. Is this one yours?
Yeah, it's the queen.
That's a nice bed. And I'll go in the other room. This one over here. That looks like a little water bed. I don't know what is that?
No, that's a queen bed as well. What's in the next room over?
This one's empty.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Was there a bed in there?
Oh, it was supposed to be a California king bed in the master bedroom, in our bedroom, but I don't know what happened to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Which one did Adrian stay in?
The room you're facing to your right.
This one here?
And no.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that his or is that yours?
What closer was that? I can't see it.
That's a nightstand, something.
That table Sarah's, I don't know what that green thing is. Is there a blue cord connected to the back of it?
Yeah.
That's probably the Wi-Fi box then.
Okay. So you've got one.
What's in the closet? Nothing?
Nothing. It looks empty, bro.
Yeah, that's all. That's Sarah's stuff.
Okay. So, going out here, as you can see, everybody's still in the backyard. Let me go back here to the laundry room. Anything in here?
No, what's the garage look like? Empty?
Yeah.
One it looks about the same. It has her car, what it looked like before, and there's like a trailer.
Oh.
Yeah, her car's here.
I'm just
Where was that duct tape at?
turn the camera to the left of her car.
Over here?
Yeah, there was a bookshelf. Yeah, that's the duct tape roll, I think. Or is that Scotch tape?
It's Scotch tape.
Yeah, no, that's not the right one. No, it wouldn't be on the table. There was a little stand.
Okay. Let me look around for it.
It was a tall bookshelf. It was a tall one.
Okay.
No, she must have gotten rid of it.
Okay.
What's on the side of her car?
This is her car.
Yeah, what's on the side of it?
It says we accept Venmo or PayPal.
Yeah, what's on the other side, like the front? What does that say?
It says love, hope, faith, taxi ride for today.
Hey Stacy, where was the tricycle at?
On top, well, turn the camera around. It was sitting on the boxes right there.
Okay.
They rearranged all the boxes, so there. I mean, it was literally closer to the trailer on the right side. No. That side of the trailer, but yeah, your left, my right. But it was sitting. They did a lot of rearranging in the garage.
All right.
So how long has she been in custody?
I'm not sure.
Is that why she wasn't answering the last couple nights?
No, I think last night was,
Or last night?
yeah, they held her. But, so question,
Yeah.
out front or out back here,
Yeah.
trying to direct these guys, as you can see, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
They've had 3 cadaver dogs have all alerted to the backyard, but they're trying to narrow down the scent. And so any help you have.
So to be 1000% with you, where I directed you is the last place that I knew. That's literally the place that he was buried. Where that dumpster is, or where that bucket is right there is, I mean, that's in the area where I told you. I wasn't out there when she was burying him, correct, completely. I just had noticed the general vicinity, which is where that bucket, that loader is. That's
So we came out to this,
the fence.
see that mark on your fence?
Yeah.
We came out to that point, and we went down, how far did you guys go?
Oh, about 3 foot. Pretty good. Yeah, we were down about 3 foot, pretty deep.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. How close was he to the, it's like the box that was out there for sprinkler box? How close was he to the sprinkler box?
He was to the, where's the sprinkler box at again?
It was in the middle of the yard, about where the bucket is.
Oh yeah, it's not there anymore, huh? I mean, he was, I think he was a little bit closer in than the sprinkler. Where was it at? Right there?
Yeah, you can see it out there tomorrow.
Yeah. No, so it would have been a little closer in. Not like right on the edge of the fence, but.
Okay.
I'm giving you the best I can, guys. Like lots. Sarah hasn't exactly been complete, with obviously being honest with you guys, and I'm trying to give you what I can.
Could it have been over in the corner, Stacy? Over next to Starkey's fence?
It might be. You could check there. All I know is that the place where I saw her start the shoveling was where I pointed you. But tear up the whole yard. I'm giving you guys what I got. Like I said. Huh?
We don't want to do that unless we have to.
I know, and I don't want you to have to, unless you have to either. But I can only. It may be. It could be. All I know is that from the directions where I gave you, that's where she was starting to dig. So, and Oakley always dug around that same spot, if you noticed, and I think Oakley was onto something. Like, I don't know, Oakley's a pretty smart dog, being a hound, but she always dug in that vicinity, that area, and she really never went around to, a lot of other places in the yard to dig, if you noticed. Like, she was usually stuck to like one area, which is pretty usual for, a hound dog, that's the best I got for you. I wish I could tell you, yeah, it's for sure over to the left. What I've gotten for sure is from where I told you guys. Trust me, I want him home. I want you guys I want him to be found.
Yeah, because I've already told Brandy, and, that we were over here and what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So her whole family is just tore up right now. All the kids crying, they're crying.
Yeah.
And I think the sooner we can get this done, the better it's going to be for them.
Yeah. So you said what are they called, the cadaver dogs?
Yes.
Oh, so you said that they were hitting on the backyard though, right?
Yes.
Well, so that's what I like to hear, because that just confines in the information that I'm providing you guys. I'm distraught, I want this, I want this to be done and over with, This family suffered way too long, and, Have you spoke to my mom since yesterday?
No, I've been here the entire time.
Have you? Okay. Well, last night I was just going through a lot of mental stuff, and I told my mom that what I told you guys was a fable, but it wasn't. I was going mentally insane, reversing things in my head, worried about that I told you guys something wrong. But just if you guys talk to her, let her know that, everything I've given you, the dogs are pointing to it and everything else, so I've got you guys in the right direction.
Yeah. And Sarah's made comments too, however, hers were that you were the one that did this.
Oh my God. Yeah, I had no. I can't even mow the yard. Do you see me digging a hole that big? I can barely walk as it is. So there's no way I have the energy.
Stuff of finding him, that kind of proves that, we can believe you more than we believe Sarah.
Right. That's all the crap she's giving you, just that he's the one that dug the hole. But she's not giving you any specifics. I can give you the specifics, but there's no way with my height or my weight and my, I can't even mow the yard. There's no, I don't have the physical abilities. Now I will after I get out of, doing what I'm doing, but, yeah, that's not something I could have done.
Okay, yeah, and as long as we're able to find Michael and that goes hand in hand with what you told us,
Yeah.
then I would be led to believe you more than I would be led to believe Sarah.
Yeah.
And so if there's anything that you can help us out with about where to look, what they've done, if there's any specific side of the yard, anything that you may have forgot,
Yeah. I'll definitely let you guys know. Like I said, all I've got for you is where I pointed you. You know, you could check the corner of the yard. You know, like I said, Sarah, you know, could have done something with it when I wasn't home. You know, knowing that she knew that I had seen where she was digging. You know, so maybe she just wanted to keep, you know, try to, you know, keep it as confusion. You know, I mean, she's pretty scandalous like that.
Jesus.
So.
Yes, Detective Keller said she could be right under the bus.
No.
When they came through the door with the search warrant, nobody even asked her any questions. She just flat out said.
She just flat out said Stacy did it all?
No, she said Stacy murdered him and buried him.
Oh my God, dude, that is the most. Wow, man, that's definitely not what I did. I didn't do any of that, and you're gonna find out as soon as you guys locate him. Like I said, I wanted no part in that, none.
Is the duct tape still gonna be over his mouth?
They should be.
Okay.
I didn't watch take them off.
Okay.
So you should have everything intact as it was.
How long? Give me an approximate time frame it took her to dig and bury.
I don't know. I'd say probably between a half hour to an hour-ish. I want to say. I mean, I think Adrian was helping her, if I'm right about that. I mean, Adrian's Brandon wasn't anywhere around that. But I know Adrian's, you know, pretty decent, skinny dude, you know, so his abilities, and he's taller, so his abilities are a little more, spread open, wide open than.
Okay.
So, a couple of questions. Anything else you want to see in the house while we're here?
I wanted, my fishing poles were still in the garage, but.
You want us to go check?
I mean, if you can, and I had like my wallet and stuff like that, and I don't know where any of that stuff is.
Wow. Oh, my poor ears. Folding blankets. I mean, wait till you see Sarah. I'd be terrified if I was that little boy and I had these monsters coming at me.
Okay, man, let me turn this around.
Thank you guys for calling me and stuff. I'm glad I'm able to help you guys.
Well, you're helping a lot. I mean, you're helping us, and we appreciate that very much. You know, let's go to the garage and see where your fishing poles are.
I think I seen him to the left of her car over there, sticking out with a red bag, it looks like. I think. Is that fishing poles? To the right.
Okay, I got this
Other right. There you go. Oh, that's a gas can. Okay, keep going down. Okay, there's one. Yep, that's one of them. Is there only one?
Yeah, there's only one, but.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that pisses me off too.
Here's the trunk that's open. Did they put him in the trunk?
I would assume they put him on one of the trunks, yeah.
Well, but did they, or don't assume, don't guess. Remember, we don't want you.
I honestly don't know where he was placed.
Okay.
What is that?
It's a no. Who's Edward Ramsey?
Her dad.
Okay, yeah. And let me see if there's another fishing pole. Scott's not finding it. I'm not finding it.
No.
A lot of stuff over here. Whose stuff is all this?
Ed's and Kay's.
Okay, mostly the parents' side. Hey, you say there's the shelf here where the duct tape was is gone?
Yeah, it's no longer there. Okay. I would point it right out to you guys. I mean, it was the only tallest shelf in there.
Okay. And let me see if there's you don't see any duct tape sticking out, right?
No, shoot. Is that a toolbox? No. What is that?
I don't know. I don't want to open it.
Oh no, don't worry about that. It's her sewing stuff.
Is Ed Ramsey?
Oh yeah.
all Bibles. Looks like she ordered boxes of Bibles.
Yeah, she does that. She goes on a rampage of ordering the dollar Bibles.
So this refrigerator, existed at any point?
I don't mean to laugh. She goes on a rampage and orders dollar Bibles. Oh my God. Oh boy, they're different, aren't they? Let's go take a break here. I want to see what's going on. See where Jonathan is. Oh my God, people are back there. What's going on? Hold on. Let's just take a peek.
And go over there and hug each other.
Are they there?
Right in front of the cameras.
Is that what they did? What?
That's right across from them. That's camped there. That this tent has been here for days. This is News Nation. Publicity stunt?
Oh.
Genuine? What?
Oh, my poor mouth. What am I going to do? Those are nasty. I know.
Share your thoughts in the chat. I think some of it was genuine. I would think so, right?
It'd have to be.
They're all talking about it right now in front of me.
Okay, this is what we're going to do.
Page 6. Savannah Guthrie's siblings share heartbroken embrace at memorial outside missing mom's house. And it goes on to say, look, they came out here. Tommaso was here with Annie and Savannah. Yeah. And they were very emotional, particularly Annie.
I haven't seen the video yet.
Yeah, it's a video. You see, News Nation caught it on the right.
I gotta find it. All right.
Today, co-host and Savannah, her sister Annie, and brother-in-law Tommaso were seen visiting the makeshift memorial around 10:45 a.m. local time.
I'm looking.
Now people are rushing to the scene here. They're doing the same thing I did to see what's going on. Now there's more traffic on the road right now than there has been for days. It's all time. There's another car that pulled up.
Oh my gosh, here it is.
I think it sends a message that Savannah supports Annie and Tommaso.
Boy, you guys, I don't know what your opinion is on this. I don't even know if I want to give my opinion right now. Okay. Can you please hit the like? All right, here they are. They got the cop. They got protection. Okay, Annie's the one that's emotional here. Comments? All right. Yeah, I can't imagine myself. However, where was this 30 days ago? All right, we're going to go here. This is Brandon. Jonathan interviewed him. This is after the fact. We didn't know where, I don't think we knew where he was, or maybe we did. I can't remember. But Jonathan got to interview him. Look at this weirdo. Okay. There he is.
Vital information about the Michael Vaughan case. Check it out. Okay, now thank you for talking to me. Thank you. I respect that, considering that I put a video out on you sharing what's going on. But as you know, I never said you were suspect. I just said that you were there in the mix. So this is very important because a lot of people are following the Michael Vaughan case, and people just want answers. People want Michael found. They want insight on the Wondras. They want to know everything. So can you just explain what's going on here?
What's that?
Can you explain what's going on? Like what happened? What went down? What's up?
Yeah, the people that I used to stay with sometimes on the weekend and drive taxi for or whatever, they're involved in some big shit about. They're saying they know more about the Michael Vaughan case and everything like that. And I heard that they're saying that they actually killed him themselves.
Now, who said that?
I think the detective told me that that's what Stacy and Sarah said themselves, is that they did it or they were involved in it or they know who did.
Interesting. Do you know any names or these people? Who are they?
One of the people that went to their house before was Tanner Butler. I just looked at my Facebook page now, and his name's Tanner Butler. He was staying there with me and Stacy and Sarah at the time. Like all four of us were roommates.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
And then I guess the whole thing on how this started was the fact that Sarah, like, kind of threatened him or like told him, get out of my house and don't come here no more because you were drinking. And I don't want you to be a bad influence on my poor little husband, Stacy, blah, blah, blah.
So yeah, and that was the incident earlier this year, April, around the beginning of April, right? They got arrested.
Correct.
Who got arrested?
Sarah did. Sarah Wondra. And then Stacy. Okay, so Stacy got arrested first.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Sarah got arrested not long after.
What is going on?
And that was all over guns. It was all over a .17 caliber, some kind of little gun they had.
Yeah, I saw the reports and I saw that. I read the indictment of Stacy, and he was trying to sell a gun. I think it's the gun you just described, to a gun shop out in New Plymouth.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, but you're saying Sarah got in a fight with this Tanner guy around the same time in her house?
Right after he went to give that gun to somebody else, then that is when he went and tried to sell the gun to that gunsmith guy, and then right after that, Sarah was arrested for threatening that other roommate kid with a Glock or a gun or some shit that they were supposed to have.
So it was all over Tanner drinking in the house.
Yes.
It's interesting that you say that, because I've observed posts from Sarah that she would make in her taxi group. She had a group called Faith Taxi, right? And she would make posts saying, I am not going to pick up anyone and deliver them to buy drugs or alcohol. I forbid that. I don't do drugs and alcohol. I don't want to be around drugs and alcohol. Something in that sense.
Yes, sir.
So, maybe, she just didn't want alcohol in the house. How long was Tanner staying there for?
He was staying there for I'd say we had a relationship for 2 or 3 months off and on, where he'd just kind of come in, and then they gave him a taxi ride one day, and then they said that he could come kind of stay with them at nighttime a little bit so he could get a job in the day, and they're just trying to help him, give him a place to stay at night so he could work in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, get back on his feet, and then he's going to go back to his parents or whatever.
Interesting. So how long were you there at the house?
I probably knew him for 2 years in total, and I probably stayed with him off and on for a year, because I went out and drove taxis at their little Faith taxi business.
Yeah.
So I take people to Walmart and give them groceries and help them out in the community and stuff like that. And then I'd go back and kind of hang out with them at nighttime, and we do a little barbecue and drink a couple beers or whatever. Yeah. And then after that, that was pretty much it.
How much did they pay you doing the taxi? What were they paying?
Usually they charge $2.25 or 50 cents a mile. So basically they'll go out and let people go where they want to go, and they just cover the fuel and give them a little tip or whatever. Help them with groceries.
Okay. Did they have other people working for them besides you?
Yeah. They had one other guy that was working there, and then me and Stacy and Sarah. So there's 4 total.
What was the other person's name? Do you know?
The other guy was I want to say it was another Hispanic guy that was my friend that they met during that time.
Yeah.
And we kind of hung out, and he had an SUV, and we drove around a little bit and talked, and he kind of stayed there 1 or 2 nights, and then after that he just kind of headed out.
You don't know his name?
I want to say it was it wasn't Jesus, it was it was kind of Caesar or Jesus, kind of like one of those names, but it starts with a J.
But it wasn't Caesar, the guy that was in the car with you in that picture, right? Not him.
Right, because that was when that picture was taken. I only met him like 1 or 2 other times before that. Stacy took me over to his house and we picked him up for a taxi ride, and we took him to like I don't know, just one of his friends, and then came right back. And then we were all just chilling.
Yeah. So you're saying that this Tanner guy did it. He must have done this to Michael. Tanner had to do something. You're hearing or you know?
No, I don't think Tanner did anything like that. I just know that Tanner and Sarah got in a fight, and that's why she got charges in the first place, because she didn't handle the situation properly.
Okay, so going back to the couple weeks ago when authorities went to the Wandra's house with a warrant for the property to dig up looking for Michael, what brought them there? Like, who said what? Who said what to bring them there? Did the detectives tell you?
I think that they said that the cadaver dogs, they brought dogs over there and it alerted, like on a scent trail or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there was rumors that there was a little tricycle bike over there and a little shirt or something like that.
But why would people spread rumors? Are you thinking they were just trying to pin it on them?
Possibly. Yeah, I think that they were. I don't know.
Yeah, because it is interesting, and I'm so dumbfounded on this because we all want answers. Everybody wants answers, right? Everyone wants the truth. And I appreciate you telling me because, believe it or not, me digging in on you, I'm thinking, okay, this Brandon guy is involved because Sarah got arrested. But at the same time, people are like, well, Sarah's like kind of crazy, right? She's kind of mentally ill, and she could just been rambling, hey, I buried the body, when it's not true.
Yeah, and even if there was any bit of a slight suspicion or whatever that happened, I'm glad that they went there and looked, because that would be a way to find more clues to what is going on.
Yeah, because you told me you don't think Sarah or Stacy did this.
I don't think that they're capable of doing it because they're just kind of like normal people that just have little businesses trying to get money, just barely scraping to get by. They don't,
And then okay, like what other business they got? They got the taxi business. What else?
And then they have an oil change business. So they started Wondra's Lube, and that's what came up on the Google when you Googled it.
Yeah.
And then that is why I was there at all, ever, for any reason, is to help them with their oil change business, because I did that before and I'm good at it.
Where would they do the oil change at? At their house there or another location?
They had a little shop over there in Ontario, Oregon, where they did oil changes. They were
Wow.
So up to the arrest where she got arrested in April this year, was that business still running?
It was starting to slowly decrease because it was going good, and then one day Stacy had an argument with the owner and his daughter over a shop vac, if you can believe it or not. And they were sitting there just doing that, and he said, if you're going to treat my daughter and talk to her like that over just a shop vac, then I'm going to go ahead and not rent this to you guys anymore. You know what I mean? And you haven't paid me for a little bit anyway, so things are not up to date on the payments. You guys, your contract has been terminated.
Interesting. Yeah. So what about the taxi business? Was that still functioning up to when she got arrested?
Yes, sir, that is correct. Yeah, I was still functioning, and it'd still be going today if none of those charges would have happened with her and Tanner. That's what set it off.
So she gets arrested for fighting with Tanner. Does she get bond?
Yeah.
Does she just get released?
I think they gave her bond. They gave her bond for a little bit, and then they let her out on a preliminary hearing kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're waiting to determine if any more evidence comes up, if she really did try to smack him with a dog bone, or if she tried to threaten him with a gun, or if that was true, or if it was just hearsay.
So he's accusing her of hitting her with a dog bone?
Yeah, he said that she smacked her with a dog bone and said, get out of my house right now or I'm calling the cops. And that's what started everything. And then right when that happened, me and her got in an argument as well, and I got my little van and I left and went home.
So you never went back after that?
Right. After that, I went back one time, and then I went back there and was hanging out with another friend. His name was Randy, and he was from North Carolina, and he got in a crash with his motorhome. So they were trying to help him with that, with the taxi, by giving him a ride to do the repairs on his pickup. They got totaled from the crash. And then from there, that's when that kind of went sideways. And I went back there once, and me and him were trying to do the taxi by ourselves, but then Stacy got involved and got in with a new phone and tried to run the show in the company. And then me and Stacy got in arguments about who could drive the car, who couldn't, who could work, who couldn't. And it just became a big nightmare from there.
Interesting. Did they bring in like, it seems like they're just bringing people in because they want to help them.
Yes.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. That was one of the biggest questions that was on my mind too. It's just like they were trying to, they said that they kind of did it for God, or they did it for the church, and they want to give people a place to sleep at night so they don't have to be homeless, you know?
Yeah. Was Stacy religious?
He pretended to be, but he wasn't as, like, he believes in God, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't believe in like all the religious practices like most people.
Yeah.
But they went to church, and they paid tithes and tried to help people and got money from the church to pay their bills, and they were with the church, you know.
Interesting. Well, see, because people are saying about Sarah, right? Because they're saying right after Michael Vaughan went missing, then she starts making all these religious posts, like within a month after he went missing. And people are suspecting, is she trying to repent? Does she have a guilty conscience? Is she trying to deflect and try to thwart off anyone that's investigating her, act like she's religious? Like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, I know that they always kind of like hid behind it, or they went with those kind of things. Like the whole time I was there, they just say, "Oh, we believe in God, and God tells me what we should do for the day and how to help people, and we believe in doing good to the community, and it'll come back around," kind of like a good karma thing.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, they were kind of like good charity worker, charity people. So I don't know why they would go from that to getting caught with guns and then trying to run off with the story that definitely didn't happen in front of my eyes, or else I would have reported it too, you know?
Yeah. So
that's why it's questioning to me.
And that's why I'm asking you questions, because maybe you have the clues of the idea, but you're saying that they couldn't have done it. Now, let's go back to that day Michael went missing, right? So
yeah,
that morning, where were you all at on July 27th, 2021, the day Michael was reported missing? Where were you guys at in the morning?
Okay, so earlier that day, I spent the night there because we came in towing my car from my mom's to their house, and we came back over there, and then right as soon as we were getting the car back to the neighborhood, the whole neighborhood was on high alert looking for the little boy, Michael Vaughan, and they said he went missing right that day earlier, right before we came in with the car we were towing. And then right as soon as that happened, I went out and tried to look for the kid with Sarah. We got in her little Toyota car and drove to the gas station and drove around after we got out of the pickup, and then tried to look in the field to see if he went down by the river or if he could be out just wandering lost. And, you know, that's what hit my mind first. And then from there, it was me and Sarah. We went to the gas station, got some milk, and then did this and that and came back. And then right when we got back, Carson had his pickup next door with a light bar on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, hey, we need to start this up and kind of go look in the neighborhood and the farmer field and the river. We got to go find this missing person report that just came out, you know? So that's what was on my mind right when it happened. But earlier, before that day, before we towed the car, we went to Applebee's. And
what time was that?
That was earlier in the day after we woke up and had breakfast and watched TV and coffee, and then we went, me and Sarah,
oh my
and one of our
God.
other friends.
I can't, you guys. Guys, I keep going back and forth because I can't. I just can't. You guys, I don't know. Can you follow this? Can you follow me in my mind as I'm doing this, going back and forth? This guy is in a hot tub or a pool drinking a beer for an interview. Yeah. They're all long. I just want to give you guys an idea of what's going on here, and we need to do our best. Listen to me. We need to do our best as people to be there for Brandy in spirit, and because people are trying to intimidate her, and it is her son, not these other people. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? Let's see here. Okay, let's listen to this, News Nation.
Police in Idaho say their worst fears are being realized as they piece together what happened to a little boy named Michael Vaughan. This little boy, nicknamed Monkey, disappeared in July of 2021. He was playing outside his home in Fruitland, Idaho. Investigators recently excavated a backyard near his family home. It's about a half a mile away from where Michael lived and was last seen. They did that excavation last month. They did not find any human remains on that property, but they say the cadaver sniffing dogs indicated that remains had been buried there at some point. The police chief said, quote, "We strongly believe based on evidence that Michael was abducted and is deceased and that his remains were buried and later moved from that property." Police have arrested Sarah Wondra for failing to report a death. She has not been found mentally competent for this case to proceed against her. Joining us now is Bernarda Villalona, legal analyst, criminal defense attorney, and former prosecutor. We appreciate you being here this morning. As I mentioned, Michael Monkey was last seen in July of last year, so a lot of time has gone by. This is the first time police, though, have come out and definitively said, really without any ambiguity, we believe that Michael is deceased and we are looking for his remains. Do they have enough yet for prosecutors to proceed with the case based on the two people they have in custody so far?
It was very disheartening to hear the press conference from Chief Huff. We don't know much about the investigation. As Chief Huff stated, this is an open and active investigation, so they don't want to give much information to the public because they don't want to disturb the integrity of the investigation. But based on what we know now, reading through the lines of what Chief Huff said during the press conference, we know that this couple, Sarah and Stacy, are in custody. Sarah's only in custody for failure to report a death of human remains, and that is only a misdemeanor that carries a penalty of up to 1 year. Her husband is in custody, but he hasn't been charged or anything relating to the death or the abduction of Michael Vaughan. Based on what I've heard so far, I don't hear enough to charge homicide, even though the body hasn't been recovered. But we do know that there was at least probable cause for a search warrant to be executed at that home. So I'm curious to read what was the probable cause to execute that search warrant at that home.
Right, and I found it really interesting that police went so far in that recent press conference after excavating the yard to put photos of two other people that they want to question in connection with Michael's disappearance. One is Brandon Shirtliff. He's 30 years old, from Idaho, currently believed to be in North Dakota. The other one is Adrian Lucene. He's 32. They believe he may be in Toledo, Ohio. Both of them were either living or had been at the home around the time that they believe Michael disappeared. How significant was that when you saw police right at the beginning put out their faces, their names, and not call them suspects, but say, we do want to talk to you?
So it is out of the ordinary for law enforcement to state the names and also show the photographs of individuals that they're looking to question, looking for information, but not saying that they're suspects or had anything to do with the abduction or the death of Michael Vaughan. Because as you can see towards the end of that press conference, the law enforcement chief Huss was saying that we hope that you do contact law enforcement so we can be able to talk to you, because they do have information to believe that they were inside of the house at some point during the time period of Michael Vaughan's disappearance, but they're not saying that they had any involvement in the abduction or the death of Michael Vaughan. So it's a little bit out of the ordinary, because usually you wouldn't put out the names and photographs of eyewitnesses or witnesses to the public because it can cause harm to them. But I think the reason they did it is to put pressure on them to come forward. But at this point, if they were to come forward, I would suggest that they get an attorney to represent them when they go to talk to police, because at this point, look, you put my name out there. I don't know if you're looking at me as a suspect. You're not saying you're looking at me as a suspect, but that could be, so I don't lawyer up.
So the next step in this, it sounds as though police are going to continue the search now of a neighbor's yard. The neighbors are cooperating with ground penetrating radar. I found it unique that they came out and said that we believe he's deceased without finding his remains yet. What does that tell you? That they may be close to finding him based on what they found or didn't find so far in that backyard?
So in terms of the neighbor's backyard, we know that the neighbor is not requiring a warrant from law enforcement to search the neighbor's backyard. So that is significant in the sense of, look, law enforcement did not have to go in front of a judge and say, look, I think there's probable cause to search the neighbor's backyard, because we know the neighbors, at least by the press conference, are not involved because there was no statement in that regard. However, in regards to the search of the Wondran's home, we know that there was a search warrant. So those cadaver dogs did hit positive for human remains having been in that backyard. But what's interesting about that is that the dogs, they hit positive, meaning there's a positive smell, that at some point there were human remains there, but it doesn't tell you who those human remains belong to.
Well, it is a chilling and tragic case, and I do want to point out that the community has applauded law enforcement's efforts in Fruitland because they have not given up. In fact, when you go to the main website for the Fruitland Police Department, Michael Vaughan's case is at the very top of that page. He vanished in July of last year. So they say they are relentless in their search for justice and for answers for this little boy. That indicates to me that we will be hearing much more from police as they continue this search in the days and weeks to come. Bernarda, thank you for your time this morning and a closer look at this case. We sure appreciate it. Thank you for...
There's that. This was 3 years ago. Could you imagine just living every day not knowing? Oh my God. You guys look at. Let's go. I wonder what JR is saying. Everybody's showing back up.
Family members all cleared. What you think about that?
I got a new hypothesis. Well, not a new, but I got the hypothesis.
Here, say hello, everyone. 857 Tucson.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good day. I think it shows unity, like you said, for the family. But I had a thought. Is obviously the Uber driver dropped Nancy or came here, right, and picked Nancy up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Who does the Uber driver know? The Uber driver has friends, right? The Uber driver sees 84-year-old Nancy leave. Now the Uber driver can tell whoever to come here. So whoever, if it's obviously, I don't think it's anybody. It's somebody who either indirectly, they use that word, indirectly knew that Annie lived here or Nancy lived here. And even though they're saying that it wasn't a burglary, I think it was like a home invasion that went bad. But it's somebody, and they need to check maybe the Uber driver's connections. Friends of the Uber driver. I don't know who the Uber driver, they haven't released, but it would be interesting to find out who indirectly knew that Nancy lived here.
Yo, I'm getting messages all over the place right now saying Tommaso walking from the driveway looks like the perp. He walks like the perp. See, this is how crazy
the FBI would not be able to discover that? I mean,
dude, I got like 6 messages right now. It says, look at how Tommaso walks. He walks like the perp.
I haven't seen that, but
they're saying it on my phone right now.
If they're thinking, and we go with their thinking that it's Tommaso, they cleared the thing.
I don't think it's Tommaso. I don't
either.
I don't think he's the perp.
But it could be somebody who knew that Tommaso was married to a Guthrie, right? Indirectly. So anybody who's indirectly that knew, they're checking into it.
Let's do this, please. Says the problem with the Uber driver friend theory is that something happened back on January 11th. Uber driver met Nancy on January 31st.
Well, and the thing about it is it's definitely, in my opinion, like a local clique that maybe was looking at home invasions and they were staking out. And listen, if you take Nancy's name out of it, they targeted a vulnerable 84-year-old woman.
People are also saying that Tommaso and all them waited for me to be down there at the sheriff's station to come up here and use that as an opportunity to come up here, without taking any questions. You think that?
Oh yeah.
They were watching. They were like, "Oh yeah, they're down at the sheriff's station now. Let's make our move."
They cleared everybody out.
That's why they cleared everybody out.
Do that.
Wow. It's always about me, and it's not. You're like, oh yeah, there's people, the main channel watching this case. They're down there at the sheriff's office. Now we can make our move. We do it in front of News Nation, in front of the cameras at News Nation. Literally have cameras. Like, we literally have a camera booth right here, literally in front of the flowers, the only one. And Annie rolls out and gets very, very emotional at the driveway. I think it was genuine. I think it's legit, though. I do. What do you think? I'll play it again. Roll down here right in front of the cameras with the Pima County. Let me turn it up. Everyone grieves differently. That's a great point. Everybody grieves it. Hey, did Fox News happen to catch that? Oh, you missed it. Fox News missed it. They just told me they missed it. Fox News missed it. Everyone's back at Andy and Tomas's home, or Nancy's home.
I thought you're not supposed to be parked there. They're blocking the road again.
News Nation was the only one that caught it.
They're blocking the road again. This car's trying to get through. Here comes another car. Wow. Oh, that's what, I don't know, man. I bet you Jonathan's bummed out because he didn't get the that piece, the hit piece or whatever he calls it.
A lot of activity out here now. Cars, nothing but cars. Hello.
I'm just not into that one. I don't know why. I'm not. I see a lot of other people though are.
What's going on?
Well, are you gonna stay right here? Are you gonna park? I don't know how long we can stay here.
I doubt anyone's coming back at this point.
What's that?
I don't think anyone's coming back today.
No, that was the big opportunity. I think that's why they picked it out, so they could do that.
Think so?
They needed to have some sort of, other than Savannah statements. Or they just say, hey, no one's there. Do you guys want to go see the flowers? This is our chance.
Yeah.
We'll run up to
I mean, I think it sends a huge message here.
Yeah, I agree. Need anything from CBS?
No, I'm good.
I'll swoop back here in like 8 minutes. 10 minutes.
It sends a powerful message.
All right. I can't. Yeah, they won't be back there. All right. I'm going to get going for now. My ear is killing me. Um, enjoy watching that trial. I don't know. I just can't get into it. I'll be back later on to finish what I'm doing here. Or if anything else pops up. Okay? Thank you for being here.